Hey there Magic One, Bronya from Wild Lotus Tarot here. We are about to jump into your weekly intuitive channel tarot message, but before we do so, just wanted to say that what you just saw was a preview for my immersive learn tarot journey, The Initiation, and since I launched it a couple of months ago, I have been offering it at a special price of $111 US, but like all good things, they do come to an end, so they say, and I will be closing that off on October the 16th. So if you wanted to grab it at that price, you can do so now, and I just wanted to let you know that you can join, and then you have 12 months access, so you can take advantage of the special price, and you can jump in when you've got time to do it over the next year. You will receive lifetime access to the karmic community over on Facebook and your tarot light codes, which is a mini course that is part of the course. You'll find out all about that when you join. So before we head to your reading, just to let you know, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram and on TikTok. Links are down below under the video, including the link to my website should you want to arrange a personal reading or healing for yourself. The link for the tarot course is the first link down below as well. I am wishing you so much love and magic for your week. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like and share and all of that as well, guys. It does help me bringing these readings to you every week. So have a wonderful week. Let's go to your reading right now. Aquarius, this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for October 11th through to the 17th. Hope you're doing really well, Aquarius. Let's see what may be on the cards for you for the week. Getting started here with the Work Your Light Oracle. I'll then be heading to the Moon Child Tarot for a lead tarot energy, and today I'm using the Rider-Waite and the Star Child Tarot for the tarot positions. Okay, first one out. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. So where have you been hiding, Aquarius? Or what have you been hiding? What have you not been expressing? It might be your opinion about something. It might be how you feel about somebody, maybe expressing your feelings for them. This is really a card of maybe it is time for you to speak up, to be heard, because through doing that, you know, you're really being your authentic self and you're not suppressing anything. And I've got Akasha. Your guidance, Aquarius, is divinely guided. This is about trusting in the divine path and divine plan for your life. And yes, we do have free will here on the earth plane, and that means that you can choose things that are not directly on path for you. We generally know when we're off path, things become hard, things become a struggle. So when things are feeling like that for a really long period of time, because of course we have our challenges and struggles because that's part of growth, but if it's feeling like that all the time across life areas, it could be an indication that it's time to look at your path and make some changes. Maybe you're feeling like everything is in sync, you know, everything, you know that feeling when everything is just feeling like it's in place. Could be one way or the other. Let's get your lead tarot energy out, Aquarius. One card for you. Guide your reading. We have got the Seven of Pentacles. Well, that makes sense. I mean, the Seven of Pentacles can be when things are a bit of a struggle, or that you're feeling a little bit complacent, sometimes bored. It can be a feeling of you've invested a lot of time, effort, and energy into something. Could be a relationship, could be your work career, could be something that you're trying to build, a business or something like that, but you're not really seeing the returns back, or it's grown to a certain point but you're at a plateau with it. Maybe things have kind of died down, dulled away, so it is time to either, you know, change your strategy, go to the next level with it, or consider, you know, taking your energy somewhere else. So let's see how this plays out, Aquarius. Going to bring out the energy of the recent past, energies that may be leaving, completing, or transitioning for you if this is your reading. Oh, I've got the Empress. Well, you have been trying to manifest something, create something. That is a beautiful energy, but we'll see what comes out with that, because I feel like there is a sticking point. We have got the Knight of Cups in the focus energy. Can be a Pisces energy. The Empress links to Taurus and Libra. The World. Beautiful energy, and it really indicates that there is something to close out here Lady Justice, Libra energy at the bottom of the deck. So things are kind of progressing to some kind of big climax here where something is going to need to be ended. So going back to that Seven of Pentacles, it's like I said that maybe you're going to be reinvesting where you are, or maybe taking that time, effort, and energy elsewhere. I think it is elsewhere, she says, as the Eight of Cups comes out, which is about, you know, knowing when to walk away from things, knowing when to leave things that are not really completing the full picture for you. Ten of Pentacles clarifies the Knight of Pentacles with the Strength card. Card of Leo. Akashic Records. So you've got Akasha and Akashic Records, which indicates to me that there really is, you know, a karmic, very, very karmic contract ending here. Three of Cups. Four of Swords. And Seven of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck, which is the same as your overarching energy, Aquarius. Okay, now this will be for some of you in your relationships, for some of you in work or career. It's not indicated one way or another in this card, and it is a general reading for the collective. So we take the theme, the message, it might apply for different lives in different ways. But what I'm seeing here is that you have really tended to something, you have really nurtured something and tried to birth it into the world. Now this could be a relationship, and you might have gotten a certain way into this, but you've reached a kind of point where nothing's really happening, nothing's really new, it's just kind of going along, but there is a sense of dissatisfaction about it, because it can be okay if things reach that point, if everyone's happy with that, but there is a dissatisfaction that comes with the Seven of Pentacles, or a feeling that you are putting in more, you are investing more than the other party, and there's an unevenness here. Could be the same about a working relationship. For some of you, it might be in your job career where you've got to a point where, you know, you are working really hard and you've become dissatisfied, or you know you can't really achieve that level of happiness or the wish fulfillment in this situation, because you've made it to Seven of Pentacles, you've made it to Eight of Cups, right? Which is not bad, but it's not the highest elevated levels of living. And there is a sense here that it's time to have the strength and courage to share your voice, to voice this concern, and to consider making your decision as to what you're doing here. Now the cards are saying before you do that, or maybe you have done this already because this is the recent past, Four of Swords, is to take a pause to figure out your battle plan here, your strategy. With the Four of Swords, it's not a long period of time or reflection. It could even be an afternoon off work, or you know, a couple of hours to go and do something that you really enjoy, contemplate, meditate, time in nature, that kind of thing, because it's when we kind of, you know, come out of the mind that the insight comes through for how we're really going to deal with the situation. Like if we're going to end this and leave this, like how is the timing working? Do you have another job to go to? If you're leaving a live-in relationship, where are you going to stay? So it's asking you to start putting the pieces into place to transition out of this. So in the Eight of Cups, you've had that awakening to the fact that I can't complete things in the situation. There is a piece missing, and I'm going to need to follow my intuition on this and consider planting the seeds elsewhere, because they've only bloomed to a certain point in this situation. The Empress, though, when she appears in a reading, no matter if it's beginnings or endings, this is about blessings, because there could be a real blessing in your Aquarius and moving on at the right time, because I feel that missing piece wants to come in for you in a different package. So in your current and focus energy, Strength, Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups could be a few different things here. It could be somebody who's coming in to give you some advice this week. This could be a new offer, surprisingly, in a sliding door situation, just that piece that you've been looking for. As soon as you've made that decision to transition on, the universe gets the memo that you're ready and brings it in. It can be in romantic love. It can also be an invitation or a proposal in the workplace, or to do with a creative project, whatever you're trying to manifest here, that has the promise of fulfilling you, of being that missing cup, of being the ninth cup, the cup of wish fulfillment. Now it comes in with the Ten of Pentacles, and this could be the foreshadowing that it can grow, it can become solid, it can become stable. It really can, you know, help you move towards that best life reality. It's going to need to be approached with some strength and courage, and that could be, in order to obviously accept this and embrace it fully, you are going to need to wrap up that ending. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles can also be the ending of a job, a home situation, something stable as well. Sometimes when we're faced with, you know, something that kind of seems like a good offer or opportunity, the fears can come up. The logical mind, especially in this situation, can come up and say, well, it's too soon, you know, we're only just moving on. We're really going to need to quieten down that beast within so we can really hear the higher self, because remember, Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. The divine is putting this in your path for a reason, and you need to trust that. We will get to the Three of Cups in the world. But what I'm really seeing here is this is the divine change that you've been waiting for. With Justice, there is a sense that, as I mentioned before, things have been out of balance in this situation, and this is your chance to level things up. And it's really in a karmic sense. If you felt like you were a bit hard done by in that situation and you weren't getting everything you needed, Aquarius, there's a sense that through transitioning on, accepting the new, severing ties from the old, that the karmic scales come into balance for you and it becomes a fair outcome. Akashic Records just indicates to me that you are journeying a karmic situation, potentially ending one karmic cycle and beginning the new. And it's written for you, and you'll know that it's karmic because it really feels like you're being so strongly called to do this, and you know, you'll be very clear on what the lessons are for you. Now, if the Eight of Cups hadn't have come out in the world, I would have said that maybe there's an opportunity to plant new seeds in the situation that you're in. But when the world comes out, and Eight of Cups and these kind of cards, it's really saying that this cycle is completing. The World, Aquarius, is that last major arcana which says, you know what, this door is inevitably closing anyway. It's just a matter of time. So why not move with divine timing and jump through that Saturnian hoop into your next karmic chapter. That's why it's a card of victory. You know, you've gone through the final judgment, and with that strength and courage, you have chosen to move with the universal energies that are pulling you into the new. It's a beautiful energy. You know, there may be vulnerability here, and I think why it can be really difficult to make these transitions is that generally with the world, like this is the last major arcana, but it's the completion of what the magician, you as the alchemist of your life, set out to manifest, right? Manifest with that Empress energy at some earlier stage in your life. And it could have been, you know, a couple of years ago, could have been 10, 20 years ago with the world. It can be a long cycle. It's something that you had wished for, and it did come in, and it did provide for you happiness and fulfillment for a period of time. But you know, with that Buddhist rule of, you know, law of impermanence, nothing is forever. Sometimes things are for a reason, a season, a change in our lives, and there's a sense that this has had its season, it's hit its ceiling of development for you, and it's time for you to plant the seeds of the new and get the growth elsewhere. The Three of Cups says, you know what, you're actually going to be celebrating this. It might be challenging to really, maybe even just to share your voice and to say, hey, I'm moving on. You know, the words are the spells that we cast with our voice, and as soon as we say those words, you know, it becomes real, and everything starts falling into place. It starts happening. So I'm kind of seeing that might be the hardest part, but after that you will be celebrating. But the Three of Cups is this beautiful energy of planting the seeds for the new. This is about new cycles, new beginnings, and new manifestations. And it says that in the next season, it can be the spiritual season, like it might be towards the end of the year, it might be in a year's time for some of you, but you will be celebrating the fruits of this harvest, of what you're creating here, because through endings, we are actually creating the new. And you have the opportunity to go from the Seven of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, and it just could come through this missing piece that somebody's going to come in with either this week or in the near future. And of course it doesn't go from, you know, the Seven of Pentacles to the 10 in a week, but it's all about feeling into the right opportunities, what feels in alignment for you. And if you do continue to invest your time, effort, and energy into the right things, you won't get to that level of dissatisfaction this time, Aquarius. You will actually get to that full realization and the full feelings of success, and be able to enjoy it with your family, with your partner, create a beautiful home, create that stability for yourself. So I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. And just keeping in mind, it's a general reading for the collective. It can't, won't, and is not meant to resonate with everyone, but do leave me a comment if you're called to share. I read them all and try to interact with all of you over there. It helps me get to know you, connect with your energy, and see what the collective themes are. I will see you back here for another one next week, Aquarius. Bye for now.